let's talk about how to defend against a team that plays in a different shape than we do, specifically this shape here. Now we play a diamond, and when we defend, we get compact and we look to protect important areas. We don't deal much with man marking. If they have the ball back here on the build up and we try to pressure them and everybody's marked, maybe they don't have passing options that are super clear, but they have a lot of space behind you on a one-on-one. A one-on-one, a two-on-two, anything where they have equal numbers to us is always an advantage for the attackers. We always want situations where we outnumber them, or we want situations where we can take away their space. So maybe they don't have people to pass to, but once we get beat, they're in for the clear. If once that player's beat, now we decide to step up, now we've lost balance and given them a lot more space to attack, and we're in trouble. So let's be careful about when to mark when we're defending, if they have opportunities to go into space. A couple of places where I do think it's great for us to mark. First things first, if they have a kick-in, at this moment, this player can't just dribble and go wherever she wants. She has to find a pass in order to continue playing the game. So if they're in a situation like on a kick-in where they're limited, go ahead and find a mark. And these players that are marking have to follow their player, because if they're staring at the ball the whole time and have no clue what's going on, we just got beat. We're gonna feel a little grouchy. We're gonna give up goals. So we can mark on a kick-in. At the same time, we might still want to drop and protect what's behind us. Maybe we give them an opportunity to play, and then we can go step up and pressure. But on a kick-in, we can do that. If they have a corner kick, then definitely have people coming in. We want to make sure that we've got them marked. Usually on a corner, we'll have the player that's on that side kind of be in the way to prevent a ball in. So don't be over here if that's your position. Don't be eating bugs over here. Let's have you there. Ideally, our center back doesn't mark anybody, so that if whoever's marking gets beat, now the center back can come in and provide cover. But on a corner, on a kick-in, it's okay to man mark. A situation in the flow of the game where we might have to do that is when the other team plays us in a diamond, in a square, sorry. We're in a diamond, 1-2-1. They're in a square, 2-2. To expand the field a little bit, this is what it would look like if everybody's spread out. We have one defender. They have two forwards. We have two midfielders. They have no midfielders. They have two defenders. We have one forward. We're outnumbered on both ends. We outnumber them in the middle. I've noticed games in the past where if the other team plays in a square, we get a little lost because maybe we hear people outside on the sideline telling us that we have to go mark. We have to mark people because we need to prevent them from passing the ball. Remember, we're not able to cover everything at all times. We need to cover the things that are important for our team to cover. We might have marked most players, but in this case, someone's easily open. Maybe we do mark everybody, but again, we may have marked the players that don't have the ball, but we haven't covered the space that can potentially be used if the attacker wins the one-on-one. Anyways, this is still a situation where we do mark, though, because in the past we've had a defender go mark one and then we lose on the other side. We do mark, but it's a little different. Anytime we play a team that has a 2-2 square, our center back does not mark anybody. Our wingers, like outside backs, mark those 2 players there. So now, if the ball is played to one of them, pressure, cover, so that if this player gets beat, we have cover. If we decide to mark here and we lose sight of the play, we get beat there. Sometimes we'll mark, other times I prefer that we come in balance. And just as before, as they play it there, we can win it, or we're just better protected in general. Ball comes over here, same thing, and the forward can come in and help out. If they play the ball in the back, our forward is in charge of guarding both of these players. We have to be smart about it. If these players don't have good skill on the ball, you'll often find defenders on other teams that don't. The forward can easily take that ball away before a pass is played, and we don't have to worry about this player. If this is a team of players that pass the ball a lot, they can pass it back and forth as much as they want, and we just kind of sit back. All that passing, eventually they make a mistake and we score. And even if they don't make the mistake, they can pass it here all the time, but they're not attacking us and they can't score. So forwards got to be smart. Maybe we go up, and if we notice that they pass the ball, we can take away the passing lane. If this player beats the forward, and we're on a 3-on-3, again, they have the advantage on equal numbers, but we defend like a back 3 usually would. Ball's in the center, these 2 drop, and this player steps up. Pressure, cover, balance. Ball shifted over, we're there, and we've got it covered. So be smart about where we mark, who we mark, and how we mark. Don't just mark for the sake of marking. If you're going to mark, and make sure you're aware of what's around you to cut off any potential passes or any things that we might not usually see. So anyways, that is situations on where we mark in futsal, different things to think about when we do, and just giving you guys the lowdown on how to defend against a square.